How y'all doing? This is Jason Jrock Houston from Jrock's Babylon, coming at you live from Guitar Center at the Block of Orange in beautiful, sunny Orange County. That is right, folks. And what I'm here today talking to you about is, I arrived here just about 30 minutes before the store opens, but what we're here to talk to you about is just to let you know a little more about my recent interview with Night Terror guitarist Jack Frost. I've interviewed Jack a number of times over the years. Always been a nice, super down-to-earth guy, friendly guy, but super talented guy. I mean, if he didn't have the talent he did, he wouldn't have, he wouldn't have the title ex-Lizzie Borden, ex-Sabotage, ex-Aldo Nova guitarist. And he talked a little bit about playing with all those bands, and he talked about the fact that this latest project with that they're calling Night Terror, with featuring Jason McMaster, of course, from the lead singer from Dangerous Toys and Broken Teeth. He talked about the fact that Night Terror started out as another Seven Witches project, but Jack thought long and hard, and he kind of came to the conclusion, you know what, Seven Witches has been through so many lineup changes that he thought it was a good decision. Let's call this something else. Let's not put the fans through that of another Seven Witches album with different musicians. He said, so he decided to start something fresh and new. He's been friends with Jason McMaster for many years. They've always wanted to work together. He said, so he finally had the chance to work with Jason. He talked about what great friends they are and how great it was working together. He talked about, I asked him about the recording and the writing process for the new songs on the debut Night Terror CD coming out. He told me the official release date is November 30th, okay? And also in reference to Dangerous Toys, he talked about what a huge fan, a Dangerous Toys fan he was. And we talked a little about Jason McMaster's Dangerous Toys bandmate, guitarist Paul Adell, who of course recently put out a fantastic, super kick-ass sophomore album from his band, Paul Adell's Scream Therapy. And in this interview, Jack Frost talks about what a huge fan he is of Paul Adell's Scream Therapy, and he also mentioned that he just loved what Paul did when he was with the band Dirty Looks. So he has all this praise for all these other musicians, and Jack's just a super talented guy, super nice. I don't know what else to. And then in regards to Night Terror, he tells us a little how the story behind the band's name, and in regards to the aggression and the heaviness of Night Terror, he says it was really kind of inspired by a lot of the new wave of British heavy metal bands, from back in the early 80s. He said, he's mentioned bands like, of course, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Grim Reaper. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a while. And also in the fantastic interview Jack Frost did with me about Night Terror, he also talked about the influence late great original Kiss guitarist Ace Frehley had him, and he talked about what Ace's recent passing meant to him. And so we get really close and personal and talk a lot about Night Terror, which again comes out November 30th on Deco Records. So go and get that. And also in the interview, you'll be interested to know that Jack Frost talked a little bit about the people behind Deco Records, and that was a fun part of the conversation. So I'd like to thank Jack Frost once again for doing this great interview. It just went up this morning. If you haven't caught it, be sure to go to Jrock's Babylon, and there's a link there for you. It'll take you to the YouTube page, and please become an official member of the Jrock's Babylon YouTube page and Facebook page. And if you do that, every time we put up a new interview or we have some new content for you, which we do quite frequently, you'll be notified. Thanks again, folks. To be sure, have a great rest of your day. And for the rest of this week, I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving holiday. Take care, my friends. And there's more coming from Jrock's Babylon, so stay tuned. Bye for now.